welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 30, season 6 of the non-league to legend save. And we are still with Plymouth, and we are in the dizzy heights of the championship. Now, I think it's going to be a really tough season, but I also think we've bought quite well. We've certainly done as well as we could have done. Not a lot of people were interested, not a great deal of free transfers with people going out of contracts, etc. Bit of a quiet summer. I actually got through it relatively quickly, to be completely honest. Um, so let's have a little look at the transfers. But before we do, actually, I've got a little bit of a couple of videos that I pre-recorded, just little clips of just a couple of things that happened through the summer. And the first one is regarding a new job. Okay, so let's have a little look at them videos now. Right, well here we go. As you can see, Swansea City have offered us a job interview, and it's slightly better than you'd probably think. They're in the Euro Cup. They won the FA Cup, if I'm not mistaken, last season. Beat Man United in the final with a 95th minute winner. I only vaguely remember it because it was just after the playoff final. Yeah, there you go. Won it in the 95th minute. So they're in the Europa League. I feel inclined to take the interview, so I will take it. But we're in the championship with Plymouth at the moment, and I'd quite like to give that a go, to be honest, because we haven't strengthened too bad, as I'm sure you're about to see in the video. But here you go. This is the interview. Okay, let's get down to business. Your managerial experience lacks variety. I've not really had the chance to manage more than a couple of teams because I'm still early days of my managerial career. Yeah, that'll do. You've done some highly impressive work at your current club. Why do you want to move on? Best position to take the positive momentum I've built up recently, use it to hit the ground running here. Like I say, I want the job, but at the same time, I kind of hope they don't offer it to me, because if they offer it to me, it's going to be really hard to turn down. It would be quite a change for you if you'd leave your current job to come here. Are you confident of handling such a big jump? I'm ambitious, want to work at the very highest level, want to be given opportunities such as this one. Why have you felt it acceptable to apply for a number of jobs? That's harsh. I haven't done that at all at Plymouth. I admit I lack professionalism in doing that, but I've decided never to do it again. We receive a large amount of media attention, and your media handling has been dubious, to say the least. Why is that the case? I can only do that with on-the-job experience. Previously, you embroiled in media controversy, citing your inability to cultivate a strong dressing room atmosphere. I'd say that was the exception rather than the rule. Support the players, exception rather than the rule. Understand the importance of having the right backroom team. Nah, no changes. Large number of high-profile players. See, that's a pain in the arse, that one. I'm going to say I'll be willing to do it because it gives you a good excuse when you want to ask them for more money. But to buy high-profile players is a bit of an ask. But we're going to say yes. Any philosophies? No philosophies. Challenge for a European Cup qualification. Christ alive. Mind you, they finished 7th last year, so we're not taking over the Swansea that me and you both know at the moment. This is a much better side. It's a realistic expectation. Transfer budget of 14.25 million. I mean, that'll do. 1.9 million wage budget. That'll do. No request to propose. Okay. So there you go. There's the interview. I just thought I'd bring that to you. And I'm sure we've only got about 2 weeks left before the season starts in the championship. So I'm sure before that game starts, we will hear whether we got the job or not. And I'll keep you updated. Right, there you go. Swansea interview unsuccessful. I'm not too surprised, especially when you see the names linked with it. I don't know who the guy is that got it eventually. Let's have a look where he was. It's like Dynamo, yeah, Dynamo Kiev, Mancini, and all the big names have been linked with it. Not too disappointed. I would like to think I would have turned it down if they'd have offered it to me, but it's tough. But I can see us taking another job midway through our championship season, provided we don't do the same thing again and end up in the upper echelons of the table. But no, I think this season's we're gonna not come crashing back down to earth, but it's gonna be. I think we've met our match now. We've hit our ceiling. But we have bought relatively well, but time will tell. So this should lead you nicely into the new season. Okay, so you see there, a little job offer from Swansea. Pretty chuffed to get that, to be honest. It's probably a step above the Leicester offer because they won the FA Cup last season. They're in the Europa League. They finished seventh in the league, so they're doing really well. But we didn't get offered the job. But that wasn't a problem. I would have struggled to leave Plymouth, I think, because whenever you get a team promoted, you always feel like you owe them a good crack at that season. If things feel like they're falling apart and you know, we're possibly doomed for relegation, things like that, maybe we'll jump ship. It could hurt my reputation not trying to go somewhere this summer, especially if we have a poor season. But I want to stick with them. I want to give it a go, and like you saw in the second video, we are favoured personnel at Plymouth. It doesn't very often happen. I haven't seen it too much, and I would quite like to reach the icon or legend status. It'd be brilliant to become a legend at Plymouth. Um, but let's get into some of the transfers that we made. Now, like I say, I'm relatively happy. Let's deal with the outs first. Graham Carey. He done a smashing job for us. He really did. He's 33 now. He can play all across the middle. It's a part of why we kept him so long, really, just because he was so versatile. But he went off to Crawley Town for the measly sum of 69 grand, possibly rising to 92. Rowan Bettridge, he's just gone out on loan, so he's still got decent potential. But he's gone out on loan to Rochdale, hopefully get himself some first team football and a few goals. And Romeo Undry, some may remember him, some may not. We bought him in, he couldn't get a work permit, but I thought that we could maybe just keep him there while he was young and maybe get a work permit somewhere along the line because he looked like he has got decent potential. But we sold him on to Empoli. We got him on a free transfer, so we're going to do okay out of that deal. Right, now on to the ins. Couple of loans. Actually, there's a few that's not on there, and they are because there's a couple that we've kept on from last season. But let's start at the top. Martin Hongler from Granada cost us £300,000. 24-year-old Cameroonian, 3.5 star centre back. He just looks like a good player. Not particularly great jump and reach, but good enough heading to hopefully counteract that. Good marking, really good tackling, good positioning. So I'm happy with him, and he's been at Granada a few years. Didn't really do a great deal, but he's playing in the top Spanish league, so hopefully that'll turn out to be a good signing. Alex Gilby, he ran out of contract at MK Dons. We picked him up on a free transfer. Very happy with him. 4-star centre midfielder, and the good thing about him is he can play as that ball-winning midfielder. His marking's not great, his tackling's not great, but he can play there, and he can also play as our advanced playmaker. So we've got backups and options, but he is going to be a starter for us. He's worth 5.75 million. So pretty happy with that bit of business there. Jason Clark. This one was someone that my director of football signed, and he didn't look too bad, so I thought I'd let it go through. I don't think it was free. It was a complete free transfer, so no problem with that. Jason Clark comes in. He's been at Leicester, and we'll see how he progresses. Chris Williams, loan from Arsenal, wasn't interested in us at all for loan, but we managed to get him. Don't really know how. He looks like a decent player. 4-star current, 5-star potential. He can do a job as a poacher. The reason we've got him in, because I know we've got Brad McGarry, but he's injured for another 2 months, and it was a broken leg he had, so he might struggle. He can also do his job as a target man. I think he's 6 foot. I think no, 5'9". Wow, he's not going to be the best target man, but really chuffed with that transfer. Nathan Holland, someone we always look to get on loan for the previous 2 seasons. He ran out of contract. We've signed him. He's not fantastic now. He's really not. But potential 4-star. It did say he was potential 5-star before, but that looks like it's gone down. But he's just a little bit of backup on that right-hand side because actually that's my new signing that I've got to show you there. But in terms of natural on the right, we haven't got much. Drinan and Stevens, yes. Nathan Holland, he could get loaned out, but he'll probably just sit there for backup, cup games, etc. So, where have I just gone? So the last one, Anthony Stevens, on loan from West Ham, 3.5 star now, 4.5 star potential. He's got bags of pace. He can cross a ball. He can dribble. Good technique. I think he'll turn out to be a decent player for us. Still tempted to start Janan, probably will, but this guy looks like he's definitely a little bit better. So that's the transfers. I mean, in terms of tactics, actually, I'll just let you know, Connor Tunnicliffe, our right back from last season, we extended his loan, so he's here for another year. Antonis Dedes, this will be the third loan season, I believe, that he's with us. He's not fantastic, but left backs were hard to come by. I found a really good left back, but I just couldn't get the transfer done for the amount of money that I needed to get it done for, basically. Um, I think that is it. So that is it. And yeah, we've got a game today. This is Brad McGarry. He's out, broken lower leg. He's out for another 2 months, and we don't know if he's going to come back in the same sort of shape or ability. So that's why Chris Williams has come in. But you never know. You never know. So I just wanted that Chris Williams just in case, really. But we have got a game today against QPR at home. So hoping for a good start there. And I'll only show you the one game today, and then we'll make a decision on where we're going to come back. I mean, we've got so many tough games; it's going to be pretty easy to pick somewhere to come back. So let's get into this QPR game and hope for a good start. Right, this is the team we go with against QPR. Shamal George starts in goal. They've been waxing lyrical about him all summer, saying how much better he's got. And 3.5 star now. He's definitely improved. Let's hope he can turn in some better performances. Connor Tunnicliffe on the right, Calder Silver on the left. Lacey and Delaney still that partnership in the middle. Corey Jordan not ready for first team football. Kyle Bartley is suspended just for one game, and Martin Hongler, the new centre half, he's out for between 5 and 12 days. So that defensive pairing will change. Advanced playmaker Samir Carruthers. Alex Gilby fills in as the ball winner midfielder. Going to give him a go there, but I may switch Moses McCarthy there and put Gilby in the advanced playmaker role. But we'll see how that goes. Anthony Stevens starts on the right, Gomez starts on the left, Novakovic, target man, and Chris Williams starts as the poacher. So, like I say, we want Hongler back, we want Brad McGarry back, and Kyle Bartley for an option. But other than that, we've got a strong team out there today. I do not know how I'm keeping this tactic. I don't know how it's going to fare today. If it's too much, we have got options. But may need to build a new tactic. I'm not sure. So let's get into the game, and hopefully we can start well. We did beat QPR in the. I'm just using my memory here. I think it was the Carabao Cup episode I showed you once. I think it was the beginning of last season, and we beat him relatively comfortably, to be completely honest. So we're a better side. I'm sure they are as well, but I would like to think I'd like to think we won't get battered anyway, put it that way. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. They didn't like that. Here we go. Plymouth. Looks like we've got a near enough full house. It's hard to tell, but everywhere where there's a seat, it's taken. So, happy days. Here we go. Delaney finds Gomez, who runs at him. Novakovic. Anyone going to make a run for him? Go on, get the winger going. Winger really didn't want to get moving. He's lost the ball weakly. Carruthers inside to Stevens. What can he do? Finds the feet of Williams. Finds Gomez, who hits the post. That's a bright start, though. Very bright start. Jada Silva throw. He gets it back. See something down the line. It's Chrissy Williams. He's in. Can you, Chris? Ref us a pen. Come on. Alex Gilby will take the penalty. I don't know who the best penalty taker is. I forgot to set it. Let's hope Alex Gilby's good. Oh, goalkeeper well, he looked like he did get to it. But 1-0, 8 minutes in. Look at the Plymouth faithful, absolutely loving it. Home park, buzzing. Oh, yeah, goalkeeper should have probably got to that. But we don't care. Half hour gone. It's a very even game. We've had the more shots, but that's about it. We've got a highlight. De Silva into Gomez. What can he do? Finds Carruthers. Looks like we've always got our back to goal. It's well played though. Carruthers. Will Gilby get it back? No, it'll go to Chrissy Williams. Back to Gilby. Carruthers. Back to Lacey. This is patient football. Stevens, will he have a run? No, he'll play Novakovic through, who shoots, hits the post. Gomez, oh my God. We needed like 4 attempts at that. Everyone was hitting the post. Gomez eventually finishes the move off. 2-0 after 33 minutes. Come on, the boys. This replay is going to be hard to watch. Stevens waits for the run. Lovely little ball. Novakovic drills it into the post, cuts it across. Gomez against the post, and then finishes his own rebound. Just a minute to go till half time. 2-0. QPR start to come back into it. They've had a few shots, slightly more possession than us, but we find ourselves 2-0 ahead as the half-time whistle goes. I mean, we can't be hard on the boys. We've got to stay passionate. Very pleased. Keep it going. And now we get the complete lottery of who's going to turn up second half. Generally, in these situations, you'll find that QPR will score within the first sort of 10 minutes. It's generally what I find anyway. Here we go, corner. Stevens swings one in. We get there. Delaney maybe should have done better there. Novakovic comes and picks it up. Stevens, can he cross? It's a poor cross. He's done okay. He played the ball well for that second goal, but we might be seeing Drenan very soon. Free kick, Gomez, headed away by QPR. They look like they're really digging into their own box. Down the line from Lacey. Carruthers tries to swing one in, but can't. Wilson's going to come away with this, and this is going to be QPR's first attack that we're going to see on camera. Or is it? Go on, boys. Carruthers wins it back. Stevens plays it inside. Gets it to Novakovic, who lays it back to Gilby. What can he do? Tries to find the feet of Williams, but that is a lax pass. Very, very poor. And I think maybe now we're about to see QPR's first highlight. Not even going to attempt to say his name. Who's got the man in the middle? Absolutely no one. And that is my trouble. You can batter their defence, batter them, and you'll score what, 2 in 10 chances, and then every time they get a chance and they come forward, just first chance, easy. I mean, who are you, Lacey? Poor. You've got to get across. You've got one runner to worry about. That's all you've got to worry about. So we've got about 25-ish minutes left. We're going to make a change. Stevens comes off. Aaron Drenan comes on. He deserves his place in the team. He really does. It says here Carruthers isn't playing too clever. So we're going to give Gilby a chance at advanced playmaker and bring Moses Makosi in to sit as the ball winner midfielder. Hopefully that just tightens everything up a little bit. Right, we've got about 10 minutes left. Clock's running down nicely. We're going to make a change. Chrissy Williams, even though possibly playing the worst out of the 2 strikers, he's going to stay on the pitch. And we've got Andy Carroll. I mean, if we're playing 2 up top, we are light on strikers this year. That is for sure. Tried to give Andy Carroll away for free during the summer. No one wants to know. It's almost like they think he's a bad footballer or something. But he carries on with us, and hopefully he can just do a job. Right, 89 minutes is creeping up here. I'm going to tell the boys, concentrate. We're going to keep it on control. And it's worked this far. I'd hate to drop it down to defensive and something happens. Time is slowly edging away, and surely, if there is a God, surely this is the end of the game highlight. Come on, get there. Gomez, you got to offer me more there. Luongo. Over the top, Delaney, Redwell, Shamal George. Take your time, son. Clear it big. Good lad. 3 points in our first game in the championship. We beat QPR 2-1. It's a really good result. I couldn't have wished for anything more. Passionate. Well done, lads. Superb. Excellent start. Really happy with it. As you can see, we've now got Ebbsfleet in the Carabao Cup. We'll definitely put a weekend side out against them. But yeah, that is brilliant. So early on, one game in, we're sitting one place out of the playoffs. I wouldn't mind finishing around there, but to be honest, if I can finish top 15, I'd be chuffed with that. Top 15. Something along those lines. I don't want to get drawn into a relegation battle. If we do, that's when we're going to be starting maybe looking to move on. We've done enough to build our reputation. But in terms of when we're going to be coming back, I'm not 100% sure. You know, we could go Blackburn, Portsmouth, but we played them last year. Be nice to maybe squeeze a couple of big games in. Maybe Sunderland, Cardiff. I don't know. I mean, have we got any more rivals or anything in our league? Cardiff and Bristol City. There you go. That pretty much tells me when we're coming back. It's a shame the Cardiff and Bristol City games aren't together. But we are going to come back for the Sunderland at home and the Cardiff away fixture. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. And I will catch you in episode 31.